Welcome back. It is yours truly, Nick of Movie AV Impulse. And today, of course, it is time for a top five, but not my top five. This is my special guest, Andrew Robertson. Yes, Mr. Recovering Audiophilist himself has made a swing by, made a video for me of his top five Michael Bay movies. And he actually has a lot of knowledge about Michael Bay in this little snippet that I didn't even know. So, as always, stay tuned to the end of the video. I got some more announcements coming. But first, Andrew, take it away.
Hey Nick, you asked for my top five Michael Bay movies of all time. And I'm a huge Michael Bay fan. I know it's probably not popular to say that, but I've seen every single one of his films. I'm going to limit myself to just the films that he has directed, because technically he's produced a lot of movies like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Chainsaw Massacre, the remake, and all of that. But I'm going to limit it just to the films that he's directed. And at number five, I think I'm going to do the original Transformers, Transformers 1, the one that he did with Steven Spielberg as the producer. That, to me, gave me really, really nice E.T. vibes. And it was kind of before, I think, he ran amok with the franchise. And I think it's a really, really good film, and it still actually holds up. And it's a lot of fun for a summer blockbuster. So Transformers, the original one, is my top five, or is number five. Number four, I'm going to go with Pearl Harbor. I know some people think it's cheesy, and I think that comes down to the script. I don't know if that's entirely Michael's fault. And I know that the studios were really going for their Titanic moment, and so he had to bridge kind of a lot of gaps there. But I still think that visually, structurally, storytelling-wise, while it may have taken some liberties with history, it was still a really, really great and beautiful film, which is why it's number four on my list. Number three, I'm kind of, this one I went back and forth on, because I know I want to put Armageddon on this list. That was Michael's third film. It's the quintessential summer blockbuster, really. It's a lot of fun. Just don't think about it too hard. So Armageddon would be third for me. But I also want to include 13 Hours, yes, with John Krasinski. That was very much Black Hawk Down for Michael, and arguably one of his more mature films, in my opinion. We don't have to discuss the politics of it all. I tried to just turn that part off. But the action, the acting, the performances, the way in which the story was structured, I really thought was great. Now, my number two pick is The Rock. Yeah, his second film, The Rock. No one expected that film to be great, and it is just so much fun. Not to mention, you actually get really good performances from not only Sean Connery, rest in peace, you get Nicolas Cage, but I thought Ed Harris was fantastic, and I loved the way that he was able to kind of ground what could have been kind of a silly film, but great high concept presence. But my number one favorite Michael Bay movie of all times is still the OG, Bad Boys 1. It has everything, and it really, to this day, it is still referenced not only in popular cinema, but in Michael's own movies. Like, he keeps ripping himself off from Bad Boys 1. Will Smith, Martin Lawrence's chemistry, never better than there. Oddly enough, Bad Boys was originally written for Dana Carvey, and it was originally written for Dana Carvey and another Saturday Night Live alum that his name just dropped out of my head. Anyway, and Michael was going to direct those two, but in reality, Michael fought for Will Smith, who was just kind of coming into his own on Fresh Prince. And then they got Martin Lawrence, and that was just lightning in a bottle. And what people don't realize is that Bad Boys 1 was actually largely, by today's standard, an independent film. In fact, Michael wrote a check for his director's salary back to production in order to finish the movie. And so Bad Boys 1, it's very much...
John Lovitz.
John Lovitz. Thank you, Christy's tuning in here. John Lovitz. Dana Carvey and John Lovitz were originally supposed to be in Bad Boys 1. But That movie's great. Has arguably, in terms of action comedies, one of the best opening scenes ever. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, your homework tonight is to go watch Bad Boys 1, even if you only just watch the first 10 minutes. It's comedy gold and largely improvised. But anyway, oh, and they're driving Michael's actual Porsche. That was not a picture car. That was his car because the movie had no budget. So anyway, those are my 5 favorite Michael Bay movies of all time. Great channel. Love you. Thanks for the support. And anytime, buddy.
And that is his top 5 favorite Michael Bay movies. I just want to take a chance to say thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity. I've always been a supporter. You guys know that. You've always been my number one since the day I discovered you. I just want to say thank you to Christy because I know she helped put the video together. Appreciate all the love. This is something that I want to do, not every single Wednesday because we all don't have time for that, but every Wednesday I want to bring you a top 5, but not just only my top 5. I want to collaborate with a lot of different YouTubers. Small, big, medium, doesn't matter. As long as you love movies, then I'm here. So anyways, thank you. Oh, and on Sunday, tune in because I have a movie that literally should be not just part of a 7 deadly sins, but it should be the 8th deadly sin of why we have not gotten a 4K restoration of one of the greatest 90s thriller / suspenseful movies. Anyways, I'll see you on Sunday. Hit that like and subscribe.